we're looking at arranged marriages versus what? Like, what do you call them? What's the opposite? You call it love marriage? And is that what you call it in India?
Yeah.
Most people, do you call it love marriage? What do you call it? Love marriage? Yeah. You mean there's no love in arranged marriages? Hang on, we'll get to that in a second. Don't answer that question. Did you have the conversation? When did you have a conversation with your parents about saying like, "Hey, you don't have to find a partner for me," kind of thing?
They never say something about it.
They never did.
No.
So are your parents really liberal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like basically, he asked. I don't know how to say it. Ask for the hand. I believe they say it.
Yeah. Ask for the hand.
Yeah,
Wait, your
basically.
boyfriend or your husband did?
My husband.
Your husband did. Yeah.
So basically, no, they never say anything about it.
Do you?
Ask about like 5 times maybe.
Yeah.
And like I tell my parents after I graduate from high school, maybe I will think about it. Then I get married after I finish high school.
So you have siblings?
Yes.
How many?
5.
5? And are they? Well, your parents are in an arranged marriage, right?
No.
Are they not either? They're in a love marriage?
Yes.
Okay. And your siblings is anybody like, it's a choice, right? Like,
Yes, it's a choice.
so are any of them telling your parents like, hey, look for somebody for me or?
Like I have 2 brothers. One is like, he's just now 18.
Yeah.
And another one 30, and he asked my mom. But no, he asked my mom to get married, like for a girl he liked her.
Oh,
Basically, it's a love.
yeah, okay. So he didn't ask your mom to find
No.
somebody for you. Hey, can I ask a question of the Arabs? There are a lot of Arabs in here. Does anybody right now have parents who are looking for a partner for you?
I just had a convo last week. My dad talked to me about.
Hold it really close.
My dad talked to me about marrying, like my childhood friend.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not really thinking about it, but I don't know, to be honest. I'm still like thinking about it.
Yeah.
But my parents are really encouraging me to get married like this early. I'm 19. I'm still young.
So, but the idea is they're already starting to look for somebody.
Well, yeah. I mean, I already have someone in mind, but I just don't want to get married this early.
All right. Okay, wait. So you have someone in mind. So you're like Sasan. But are they looking for other people also? Like, tell me what happens, bro. Walk me through what happens.
Well, the same person they have in mind for me is the same person I want. It's still like she's a childhood friend.
Yeah.
She's a childhood friend, but she's way too young.
Yeah.
And I'm way too young too. But I do think arranged marriage is actually better than love marriage.
How so?
Okay, so arranged marriage is different than forced marriage. First of all, I want to clear that up. You go into something like in the range, like when you're engaged at first. That's like the dating part.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you guys date for however long you want. You guys you talk about it, you discuss it, and then in the end, you know there's gonna be something. You're gonna get married. Well, if you go like through love, or there's like the chance of it, like going wrong. It's you might get someone that's just there for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's arranged, it's serious.
So, okay, so here, check this out. This is actually pretty cool. So I want the two of you to weigh in on this also, right? What I'm hearing is that if families are looking for a partner for their child, like let's say I'm your dad, and I'm looking for a partner for you. I'm thinking about your interests. I'm thinking about my interests. I'm thinking about this other person's interests and her family's interests, right? So there's a lot of energy going into this relationship. And it doesn't just happen like this. It's like, you're talking to people, you're talking to the family. Your parents would know the parents of this other person, and then other people who your parents know would know them. They'd be talking to the people who knew their great-grandparents and be like, what kind of family are they? You'd be like deconstructing so many aspects of who this family is. It's not like somebody from the other side of the country or something. You're really connected and knowledgeable about them. Is that essentially what you're saying?
Well, yeah, I mean, my parents also put a lot of thought into it. My parents wouldn't want to marry me off to someone that they know it would be someone that's good for me and like that would make me prove better.
Yeah.
Like someone that completes me instead of someone that like as you said, there's like what was it, heterophilia?
Yeah, heterophilia.
When
yeah.
we're both different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like. We need a mix of both because you need someone that completes you, which is the heterophilia part, and
Yeah.
the homophilia is someone that's really close to you.
So here's the thought. The idea. How old are you, bro?
19.
Dude, you're 19. You like. First off, I wouldn't have said this maybe like 20 years ago or something, but 30 years ago, I wouldn't have said it when I was 19. But if your parents are thoughtful, for any of you right here, if your parents are really thoughtful and they have a bit of wisdom and they're connected, they know you better than you know you. In love, so this is, I just want to throw this out there and I want to see what you all, especially the two of you, I want to see what you think about this. You can fall in love on the basis of some whimsical whatever, right? But like, love can get you into some really bad places, as it has for many of you, who even right now, some of you are in love with someone who's just really bad for you. And you'd be really smart to just walk the F away from them, but you can't. But if your parents were in charge, like if he was my son, and Yusuf here, and I'm like, listen, Yusuf, my son, I've raised you. I've known you for 19 years. I have a lot of wisdom. Trust me. I have a better sense. I have a really good sense of who you would match with and the kind of family you would match with. And so give me some space here to try to walk you through this, as opposed to you just following some whimsical heart. Like, I saw someone and I think she's really whatever, and I just want to be with her. It's like, nah, dude, bad idea. Like, that's not where we want to go. So, does that make, what do you all think about that?
Yeah, so I totally see like that perspective, but at the same time, like this just brings up cultural differences. Even though I'm an only child, I'm not super close with my parents. Like, I would say if I needed somebody to pick an arranged marriage for me, I'd pick one of my best friends because they know me better than my parents do.
Yeah, go ahead. Do you have a response?
So I have.
And I would say that's also like a really I hear what you're saying, right? And I would have said that at your age also, by the way, but nonetheless.
I see something else. And also, too, like, I guess I'll preface saying I do want to get married, but what if I didn't? Like, what if I was being forced into an arranged marriage? But what if I want to stay single? What if I don't want to have children, you know? And they're just kind of eliminating that choice.
Well, increasingly what we see with arranged marriage is it's a choice, right? I mean, it still is a choice. You can decide. It's like Ansh here, he's saying, hey, in another 10 years or so, I can go to my parents and be like, all right, man, fire up that Tinder profile, Mom, and find me a wife, right? But right now, like, I'm good. Like, I'm going to play the field on my own. Like, I can figure it out. So could the two, can I ask, so what he's saying about, like, in a way, an arranged marriage makes a lot of sense. It makes more sense, right? I mean, in your case, you had the option of an arranged marriage, okay? But
Yes.
And your parents are like, you can do it, you can not do it, we'll find someone for you if you want, but, you know, whatever.
They need to ask about the man before, like, everything. And there is a blood thing we need to do to check if there is a genetic thing, like if there is a disease or not.
Yeah. So in other words, like, if your parents were looking for somebody, there are just so many steps to walk through.
Yes.
It's not like just on a whim they go to a coffee shop and they see some guy sitting over there. Like they'd see Yusuf and they'd be like, we saw this kid in the coffee shop and I got his phone number and we're going to invite him over for coffee. It's not working like that.
No.
So how much is happening? Go
It's
ahead.
happened, but it's rare.
Yeah.
Not.
So it's really happening behind the scenes. There are many times like when so I know lots of Arabs, like Khaliji people from the Gulf, who as soon as they're born, their parents are already identifying different people for them as a potential partner, right? Do you have that with folks?
Some, but not.
Some. Yeah, not a lot. But there's oftentimes oh, like your grandmother would have had, I've got this friend, and, her oldest son had a boy that was 6 months older than you, and her dream is the two of you throughout, just keep finding a way to bring them
Yeah,
together,
it's
kind of
happened,
stuff.
but not with us.
Yeah. So when how common is love marriage right now?
Basically, if they did not love each other before, they will love each other after the engagement.
After the engagement?
Maybe. If not, they will broke up.
Yeah. So there's something really, can I just ask about the romance piece here really fast?
So basically, they will never get married till they really love each other.
So the idea is it's not like you'd meet Ansh for the first time here, right? And then, the two of you finally come face to face. First off, if I was your father and I'm helping to arrange a marriage with you, you'd see a photo, we'd
First
know all
of
about.
all, you will see him and know about him and what he's working and his father and her family and everything. Then after that, you will give me the picture and I see him if I like him or not.
And then you might say, okay, I'd be interested in meeting him.
Yes.
And then you'd meet together. And then maybe the two of you would go have coffee in the other room by yourselves for a hot minute.
Yes.
But you're going to meet with the whole family.
No. No. Basically, we call. I don't know what they call it in English. What
Yeah.
we call it. I don't know. Can I say it in Arabic?
Yeah, say it in
We
Arabic.
call it another شرعية. Basically, the man see the woman.
Yeah.
Basically, by his own, without anybody.
Okay, I got you.
For I don't know, an hour or less.
Okay, an hour or less. And then what you're saying, and Yusuf and Ansh, I want to know if you're on with this. And then what I'm hearing you say is, then the relationship starts,
Sorry.
Go ahead.
If she like him or he like her,
Yeah.
it will based on the thing that they do in this hour.
In this 1 hour.
What they do is just see each other.
Okay. And then they can decide whether they want to pursue it further.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean they're going to get married, because either one of them might decide, after a period of time, hey, this is like engagement,
Exactly.
courtship.
Exactly.
So it's kind of similar to what the two of you would experience, right? It's really not very different. What I'm hearing now, though, is that your families would be really involved in finding somebody. So instead of the two of you, going on dates or whatever, which you would do in a way, right? But your families would be involved in bringing some of those dates together. Is that right, bro?
Yeah, so it's the same thing as dating, but there's just the part where your parents set you up. That's exactly it. And during the engagement part, you can change your mind anytime you want. It's basically you guys settle a period of time before you guys get married, and then once you guys have decided on everything and you're just ready for the person, you think that person could be the one, then you get married. But in the end, it's better because you know that something is going to end up happening instead of love where you could just get played by someone.
Right. So you're not going out. So you're not going out on these endless dates and texting back and forth and all sorts of stuff, right? This is serious business. So it's a lot of people around you have decided, hey, we're going to take this really seriously, and we're going to set up all these conditions under which you can walk into the relationship or not. You can still decide. But we're not playing all these games out here. It's no, you're either in it or you're not. And then it's a really serious, it's like Love Island or something. You get to the end and someone's going to hook up and get married, or whatever it's called. I don't know. Bro.
I think an arranged marriage is, end of the day, it's an arrangement. So if you have it as like a backup option, where okay, if some things don't work out, you go the usual route, like you do in America. Okay, you want to find someone who you love, and then you go like the usual route, like the non-arranged marriage route. And let's say you don't find someone, and you feel okay, this is like I'm 30 years old, I'm 35 or whatever, and I need to get married. If you go through that route, then I think it makes more sense, because at the end of the day, it's exactly what it is, right? It's a comfortable arrangement, and like my parents are in arranged marriage. It's a very successful arranged marriage. But at the same time, I have friends who's like I personally know so many people whose parents are in arranged marriages that have ended in very bad divorces.
Yeah.
Because of multiple reasons, right?
Yeah.
And like with arranged marriages also, like I don't know much about how it happens where you from, but like from in India, like I've recently had this case, right? One of my family friends, he was gonna get married to this one girl. They were dating for a long time. The parents agreed, so it was kind of like a love marriage, but also like an arranged marriage because the families knew each other. The reason they could not get married was because they had there's something that we call kundlis, which is it's an astrological thing, right?
Oh yeah, right.
They didn't match, so they were like, you're not gonna marry. They were successfully dating for so many years. They had a live-in relationship, everything was going fine. It's just because some things don't work out according to your customs and
Dude,
traditions.
in Hinduism, this is like Hindu astrology, right? Like if the stars, if you're not lined up, then you're not an ideal partner. It's just bad, and it falls apart. Listen, I just want to tell a quick story. So I had a student of mine who just got married just this past summer, and he went back home. He's Palestinian, so his family's from the West Bank. And he went back home and met this young woman, his bride, and for the first time. And so I was asking him, bro, like, it's all set up. Like, you're going to be with her. Like, you're going to meet her and get married at the same time. And I'm like, damn. So I said, where's the romance? Right? Where's the romance? Like, you know what I mean, right? Like, you would wonder. And then what he said was, dude, because he called me dude. He's like, do you know how romantic it is that I have a wife on the other side of the world? We're going to get married, and I'm going to go meet her for the first time, and we're going to be in a room together for the first time. And we've seen pictures of each other, but we're going to be together for the first time in each other's presence, knowing that all this energy came together, and we're going to get married, and we're going to fall in love over time, and we're going to be together. It's like, he's like, that is so romantic. That is like, there's enough romance in that moment. Dude.
Arranged marriages from where I'm from.
Wait, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from like Nigeria. I'm French though. But
Yeah, French Nigerian.
Yeah.
Wait, do you want to stand down here?
I'm good right here actually.
Wait, all right, hang on. We got you on the film. All right, so go ahead. So what's your name?
I'm Angel.
Angel.
Yeah. So
you're French Nigerian.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more of a business thing. Like my parents are business partners with somebody else, or somebody who wants to be in a business with my parents.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna come to my parents and they're gonna be like, we want to do business with you. And the easiest way to do that is to get married. So whichever business looks the most appealing is the one my parents married me off to. And then like back home I'm married, so I'm just chilling. Like there's really nothing to it.
So, yeah, right. Exactly. Well, listen, for many people here, there's not a lot to it, right?
Yeah.
We make a big deal. People have a big wedding, and it's like, oh, this is this really big thing. It's like you're just dating someone, and then you just live together, and it's not very different. Wait, so your husband,
Yeah.
wait, how old are you?
I'm 18. I just turned 18.
You just turned 18? When did you get married?
When I turned 18.
When you turned 18?
Yeah.
And so, wait, and your husband is back in Nigeria?
No, he's in France.
Oh, he's in France.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's Nigerian?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's from the same tribe, I'm assuming, because
Yeah.
that's like the whole thing. So how long did your parents know his parents?
About 4 years, kind of. But like, it's more of like how the business was developing, because
Yeah.
his parents have started something new. and like they didn't really see it as something good until like recently.
Yeah. Wait, hang on though. So, but when did you actually get married? What month?
January, like my birthday.
Oh, January?
Yeah.
Damn, dog. So you just got married when all right, there you go. Wait, so have you? I don't. I'm not asking for details, by the way, right? But
Okay.
have you? Did you? Where'd you get married in France?
It was over paper. It was on paper. It was just like a sign this, sign that, and we're good. I was
Wait, have
like,
you
okay.
met him yet?
I did one FaceTime call. It was cool.
That's it? Dude, awesome, man. So, all right. Wait, do you think you'll stay married or just wait, when you sell the business off, you'll just be like, all right.
I think so, because like business-wise, it's really good. I mean, we're making money from it, so
All right.
that's all that really matters.
Dude, awesome. Bro, Yusuf, you got to get in on this, right? Or Lena, this is with the two of you. Do you hear this? This is how you want to roll. Like, yeah, it's all good. All right. But is that that's not uncommon, actually, right?
No, it's actually very, very common.
Yeah.
Like most of the families, my mom was arranged marriage. Like most of them, and like you stay together like pretty much the whole time.
Yeah.
And, like you get money. So.
Are you going to meet this guy at some point? This guy, your husband?
Maybe if I want to.
Do you know his name? What's his name? Dude, life is awesome. Oh, here, thanks, man. Yeah, here. All right. All right. Hey, so, any final thoughts? Anything we?
Like you were talking about your friend who like the whole romantic aspect of getting
Yeah.
arranged marriage. But like, what if you meet for the first time and it just like doesn't work out? Like, if
You know, man.
you get married and then it's not working out. Or he said that like arranged marriages are more like serious and like all that kind of stuff. But like everybody takes vows, hoping to be serious about it, but then people aren't.
Even
So it's
people in Las Vegas who get married there, right? Okay, but listen, no, but in his case, there's so much family energy, so much energy went into finding the right woman for him that it's like the whole family's behind it, the nuclear family, the extended family, hers, same thing. Man, it was just like this deep connection. By the time they met, like the fireworks were just rocking and rolling. And I met them both. You know, they were here in September, so it's like pretty awesome. Hey, listen, thanks for